We did not. My major was in art, and my sister was doing nursing at the time. So very different. And I think that's where you started to see me push further and further away from my family in my 20s because so many of my family is in healthcare that I was like, I that's not for me. I want to march to the beat of my own drum. I'm finding myself. I'm going to do something completely different. I chose art. It ultimately isn't what I do for a living or did for a living, but it was a really enjoyable experience that gave me that sort of identity.
You have a family that's in medicine of one form or the other. Tell me more about that moment where you're like, you know what, I'm going to go do art, which is like fundamentally different, right, than the traditional sciences. Was that met with, pushback? How did you navigate that as someone that was very, very close to and almost like their sister's shadow? How did you navigate that? Or was it very easy of like, I know I'm going to do something different because this is what the rest of my family has done? I'm curious how you made a shift in that behavior relative to your upbringing.
Yeah, I think for me, so in high school, I did focus a lot on the sciences, and I thought I wanted to go into engineering. And I got pretty decent grades in high school, but in the transition to college, I realized what came to me easily in high school did not come to me easily in college. I was really chasing joy at that period. I was at a period of my life where I was, you know, yeah, I guess from middle school, I was
Mhm.
aware of the concept that I felt depressed and more depressed than my peers, perhaps. And so I distinctly remember not feeling happy from about 11 years old on. And of course, that fluctuated throughout my life, and it certainly was very cyclical, but it kind of reached its head during my freshman year of college. And in that depression and anxiety of failing and struggling in classes for the first time in a long time, of not having so again, once again, finding myself in a situation where I don't have a social identity separate from my sister. I've moved away from my family and I've gone to college out of state besides my sister. It all came to a head where my depression and anxiety were through the roof. And I just wanted to chase and find joy. And art had always been a safe outlet for me. It didn't, at the time, being 18, 19 years old, you just think, I need to get through this, not what does this look like 10 years from now for a career. And so I wasn't really thinking of the financial viability of art as a career. I was just thinking, this is what I like to do now, and I will feel safe and happy there. And that's what I need.